Welcome to lesson 11 on exponents and surds. Please subscribe, like, share and comment. In this lesson we are writing surds in their simplest forms and we are working on 3 examples. Now we need to simplify the root of 363 plus the root of 108. Now what we need to do here is to write these radicants as a product of their prime factors. Now let's start with 363. 363 can be written as 11 times 11 times 3. All right, and then we're going to add that to the root of 108. The root of 108 can be written as 6 times 6 times 3. Now we're going to have the root of 11 squared times 3 plus the root of 6 squared times 3. Now we're going to use this law of surds that says the nth root of AB is equal to the nth root of A multiplied by the nth root of B. So we are going to use this law of surds on these two terms. Now we are going to have the root of 11 squared, that's multiplying the root of 3. We're done with this part. Now let's move on to the second one. We're going to add that to the root of 6 squared times the root of 3. Now you know root of 11 squared just going to give us 11. So we have 11 root 3 plus 6 root 3. And when you add these are like surds. They all have root 3. So they can be added up. So you're going to have 17 root 3 as the final answer. Example 2 of this lesson requires us to simplify root 20 minus root 180 squared. Now the first thing we're going to do is to factorize the radicants. So we are going to rewrite that expression and we are going to have the root of 4 times 5. That's going to give us 20 on that. And then we subtract 180 can be written as 36 times 5. But all of this is squared. Now, again, we are going to use that law of surds that I've just mentioned in example 1, and it is the nth root of AB gives us the nth root of A multiplied by the nth root of B. So we are going to use that law again. So we are going to write that expression as the root of 4 multiplied by the root of 5. Thus subtracting the root of 36 multiplied by the root of 5. And all of that, remember, is squared. Right. Now we are going to simplify what can be simplified. We know we can get root 4 and we can get root 36. So we are going to have 2 because 2 is root 4. Root 5 minus 6 root 5. These are like surds. So we are going to subtract them algebraically. So we are going to have minus 4 root 5 squared. And now I want to take you back to the laws of exponents. Remember, there was a law that says AB to the power n is equal to A to the power n, B to the power n. So we are going to use that law on that part. So we are going to say now minus 4 squared, and that's multiplying root 5 squared. All right, now we're going to simplify that. Minus 4 squared gives us 16, and root 5 squared gives us a 5. So we are multiplying 16 and 5, and our final answer will be 80. We are done with this example. Example 3, we are simplifying the root of y to the power 5 x to the power 4 times the root of x squared y to the power of 3. Now again, we are going to use the same law that we've used in example 1 and example 2. That's the law that we are going to use on that. So we are going to have the root of y to the power 5 multiplied by the root of x to the power of 4. And that is multiplying, and just put a dot so that we don't confuse this multiplication sign in that x. And then we have x squared multiplying y to the power of 3. Right, now I can simplify that. Root of x to the power 4 is just the same as saying x squared. So I have x squared on that, and the root of x squared is x. So that's multiplying x. Then I will write root y to the power of 5. And that's multiplying the root of y to the power of 3. Now I can just use this law of surds again that says the nth root of a to the power m is equal to a to the power m over n. So I'm just going to apply this law on this and that. But at the same time, I can also apply this law of exponents that says x to the power, I'll put a to the power m multiplied by a to the power n is equal to a to the power m plus n. So I'm going to use that law on this part and this law on that part. All right. So already you know there's a 1 on that. So I'm just going to add the exponents because the bases are the same. So I'm going to say 2 plus 1. So I'll be having x to the power of 3. Then on this, I'll use that law. Remember, when you just have a root, there's a 2 there. Okay. So we're going to say y to the power 5 over 2 multiplying y to the power 3 over 2. And on these two, I can still use that law of exponents. I will add these exponents because I have the same basis. So I'm going to say x to the power of 3 multiplying y to the power, if I add these two up, I'm going to get 8 over 2. That's going to give me 4. And there we are. We've managed to get the answer for that. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment. Enjoy your day.